two. Down to one. It's game. Yes!
This ball is crushed.
MC Cannibal, rap Hannibal. Here to change the game, mainframe, all y'all programmable. Coaching on tracks, balling like a paper like Phil. I'm on BS and real, my rhymes convict and heal.
Welcome to the Faithful Fan Show. I am your host, Tony Cook. I am joined today by Matthew Robinson. Welcome back, Matt.
What's going on, y'all? Happy to be back.
Yes, happy to be back. Yes, thank you. Thank you for being back. I'm thankful. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. If I miss you guys for Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? I'm thankful for all my guests. I'm thankful for all the fans. Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all.
Same here. Thankful to be on the show. As much as I am, I'm having a blast. So
yes,
keep it rocking.
Yes, so, hey, Faithful Fan Regular is what we call them.
All right. That's me. Yep.
Hey, but since I've talked to you, so much has happened. NFL, NBA. But first, we're going to dive into the NFL. You know what I mean? The NFL, there's so much stuff that sucks because the Cowboys, they do what the Cowboys do. Like just a week ago, hey, shit was all good just a week ago. Not even all good. Okay, it wasn't all good. But they have me honestly thinking that we might be able to make the playoffs.
You know what? Even in that division, they still might be able to make the playoffs. That
I'm
division
done.
is a train wreck.
I'm done, Matt. I'm done. I'm a watch, but right now I'm just looking forward to the drafts. Let's get a good draft pick. I don't want to tank, but
I sit there and say, was it Jason Garrett? Was it Jason Garrett or is it injuries? Is it injuries? Are we gonna blame this season on injuries?
This season,
what's gonna be the excuse?
I mean, I see definite flaws in Mike McCarthy. Definitely, like he had a couple fourth and whatevers that he went for in his own territory. Gave it back to them. It was like a one possession game. Like I'm done with Mike McCarthy right now, just for right now, because he had a good game last week. So I don't even know what to think no more. Because Washington smacked us twice this year. I'm done with the Cowboys. I can't vent too much because I want to be objective and stuff on the show. Matt, what did you see in the Cowboy game? And then we'll move on.
They're a mess, bro. Like honestly, they're a mess. But it's hard to say when you've got. I think they're down to their third and fourth string in a lot of positions. They've got a ton of injuries.
Yeah.
They don't look like they have
Thank you for touching on that. Thank you.
They don't have any cohesion or consistency anywhere in the offense.
No.
The defense is playing uninspired. Y'all wasn't playing defense.
Partly to Mike Nolan. Mike Nolan's I don't know about this guy either. I don't know about that hire.
Hey, I think Mike Nolan still got hot sauce in his eye, so he really don't know what to call.
You hear him on his little press conference. Hey, yeah, you need to get the boot after this season for sure. The only coach that I see that's been playing all right, that's been calling it all right. Our special teams coach does some pretty creative stuff, but he still be botching a lot too. Like last game, I can't say nothing because this last game he botched. But he be doing think about the onside kick with the Falcons. That was clean.
Was that clean on the Cowboys or was that going to be in Atlanta?
Hey Matt, give me that. Just give it.
Atlanta. Was that Atlanta being Atlanta?
We're moving on from the Cowboys, but like you said, we're injury ridden this season. I mean, last game we moved our all-pro right guard to right tackle because both our right tackles are out for the season. We had our backup, our swing tackle out there. They both got injured in the first drive, Matt.
Let's sit there for a second and let's talk about, because I've heard a lot of people and I've seen a lot of blogs and a lot of comments in the comment section, people talking about Ezekiel Elliott is not an elite runner, or Ezekiel Elliott got paid and then he stopped playing.
I'll tell you, that's what it looks like. And I hate that narrative because that's what it is to me, but he's playing it out by the book, bro. He's playing it out by the book.
But look, okay, so the only way that you could have that
fumbles, Matt, the fumbles. It's the fumbles, dude.
He's fumbling a lot, right? Yeah, I can't defend him on that, right? Yeah. You on your own, Zeke. But is Pollard more productive than Elliott in the offense? Right? Tony Pollard is not more productive.
He's not
in the offense.
He's not. I wouldn't take Pollard as an every down back over Zeke. because Zeke is a more complete back between the tackles.
So that goes to show you that maybe it's not Zeke. I mean, it's one. There's a couple things going on. One, Cowboys are playing from behind a lot, right?
Yeah,
they're playing from behind a lot, so they're going to have to pass. He's not getting the touches, and he's not getting touches late in the game. That's the thing. If you go back and you look at Zeke was a very powerful downhill runner late in the game. He picked up a lot of yards.
Wear the defense down, right?
Right, and they're not doing that. Also, you guys don't have that offensive line. You don't got them horses up front that you used to.
Yeah.
Right? They're not in the game anymore. There's not a lot of holes. If you look at it, there's not a lot of holes. Your offensive line is losing at the point of attack. They're not getting to the second level.
And the scary part, Matt, I don't know how much better it's going to get because Tyron Smith he's pretty much old now. He's gotten injured every year now. Lyle Collins, he's a good right tackle, so we'll see. But it's just Zach Martin. Our right side's locked up. The left side looks like it's in shambles. Because I was going to say
the right side is locked up when people are there, but people they're not available. You know
exactly.
So we'll see. The Cowboys, I think it's hard to say you don't blow it up because you got a lot of young talent, but y'all are going nowhere fast.
Going nowhere fast. And there's a lot of teams that surprisingly are going nowhere fast. Like I botched on my prediction of the Patriots winning their division. Oh my God.
You like how Belichick came out and said, we sold out and won 3 Super Bowls in 5 years?
He's like, listen, what do you want? He said the next couple of years are going to be trash.
Is it true though? Is it true? Like,
okay, so I honestly thought that Cam at the beginning of the season was going to do a little something. Little did I know, I forgot he can't really throw the rock like that, and he has no weapons to begin with.
I was going to say, is it Cam or is it he has nothing?
Yeah, no weapons to begin with on the outside. He's good if he can do his running thing, and then he can open it up a little bit. You know what I mean? To keep the defense honest. But the Patriots aren't that. They're ground and pound, dink and dunk. Yep. Cam Newton he can't hold up.
He's not the guy.
Yeah, he's gonna.
But you know what? It's we talk about the Patriots. I want to switch gears and talk about my Bears.
Talk about your Bears, dude. Hey, that's what I want to know. So to me, I need to know, Matt, from the Bears insider, are they making the playoffs? Like, because I see it's a wild card battle with them, the Cardinals, the Seahawks, because the Rams probably. The Seahawks, that whole division, that's like a wild card biter.
Yeah.
And we're still looking at the Bucks.
So it's 7 teams going this year, right?
Yeah.
So with 7 teams, we're definitely in the hunt.
Yes.
The problem with me saying that we're gonna go to the Super Bowl is let's look at our remaining schedule. We have Green Bay twice, right? We have Minnesota, we have Detroit, and then we have the Jags.
Okay. It's not bad. It's not bad besides the Green Bay games, honestly.
Even the Green Bay games are winnable games for us. Like, we should win. All of those are winnable games. But I look back to the last 4, all 4 winnable games. All 4 in the game in the end. And we choked. So, and they say what they say in the NFL, the difference between good teams and bad teams is good teams pull out those close games at the end. Bad teams lose them. Right now, we are a bad football team. Right? We have put out a bad product.
And where do you place that blame? Do you place that blame on Nagy? On Nagy or Foles? Is it because they see, from what I'm hearing, maybe it's all rumors, but I hear they're at a they're not really feeling each other. Like Foles is uncomfortable in the scheme. Nagy just wants Foles to shut up and play, basically.
I put it on Nagy. True? I put it on Nagy, and the reason I put it on Nagy is like Nick Foles is not the quarterback for your system. You knew that before you got there. Nick Foles is a RPO pocket passer. Quick reads, get it out of my hands quick. I'm think about it. Nick Foles has not played this bad anywhere he's been. I'm not saying he's a great quarterback and that he's all in.
Really?
We are
I haven't
talking
been
about
watching
a Super Bowl quarterback.
Oh my gosh, it's that bad for Nick Foles right now.
Nick Foles, he's not for the system. He's a good quarterback.
Yeah.
Not here in Chicago. We're talking about a guy who won the Super Bowl. Not only did he win the Super Bowl, he paced out Tom Brady and the New England offense in the Super Bowl. They put up 41 points. Was it 41? Yeah, 41 points off of quick schemes, RPO style passes. Everywhere he's went, that's where he's had success. What I see here, and the reason why I put it on Nagy is because let's look at Nagy as he's been a Bears head coach. The only success that Nagy had as a head coach was when he had, with his offense, was when he had Jordan Howard, a ground and pound between the tackles, wear you down running back, which opened up everything else for what he wanted to do. The minute that Jordan Howard left Hallis Hall, the Bears have been trash.
Because they're more finesse. They're trying to go more finesse with it.
And it's not working. You know what I mean? Like, you come from Kansas City and you want to run that Andy Reid style of offense. That's great. But what does Kansas City do? They have running backs that can run and get yards between the tackles.
Yeah, right.
They're not dealing with third and long. They're not putting second and long positions. You know, and we are constantly behind the chains. It don't matter if Foles is in there, Trubisky's in there. We behind the chains, and we don't have an offensive line.
And that is my next question, Matt. Is Trubisky start? I heard Trubisky
starting Sunday
this week.
He's starting Sunday, and I think.
How do you feel about that? What do you feel? I honestly feel like it's the right move. I feel like it's the right move. If Trubisky's ready.
Sure. It's the right move because Foles is hurt. I don't know. You know, they said it wasn't that serious, but obviously serious enough for him to come. But I also think it's the right move because we are 1-4 with Nick Foles. We're undefeated with Trubisky. I'll give them both a half for that.
Interesting stat.
I'll give them a half for that Atlanta game.
Yeah.
You know, they both get half a win, half a loss there. But we are undefeated. We haven't lost with Trubisky in the lineup. I'm not saying Trubisky's great. I'm not saying Trubisky is the savior of Chicago. I'm not saying he's a franchise quarterback. What I am saying, though, is that he fits this offense a little bit better.
And that he will take the Bears to the playoffs this season.
I don't know if we're going to the playoffs, man. I don't know if we're going to the playoffs. The reason being, we can't put up points. We gotta score. If our defense has shown us that if we can put points on the board, we can hold. The defense can hold them, right? Yep. That is a championship caliber defense out there.
Oh, definitely.
Championship caliber. The only reason we're not talking about the Bears as championship caliber defense is, one, because we're losing. Two, they're not creating the turnovers. Which let's go back to that. We are not creating turnovers, but we're keeping people out of the end zone. That means we are the best team on third down. We have the best third down get off the field rate and the best red zone rate.
And it says something that your record, you guys are still 5-5, right? And that's with the offense not being able to produce whatsoever.
Anything.
That says something, though. That says something.
It says you have you know what it says? It says that we're wasting potential. You know, we've got a 2 or 3 year window for this team, for this defense that we have to be a championship caliber defense.
You are absolutely right. Absolutely.
You know, and it's sad to say, but I think Akeem Hicks, he's out the door. I think we're going to lose Akeem Hicks next season because he can't stay healthy. He's been one of the most productive players on our defense, arguably just as productive, if not more productive and valuable than Khalil Mack.
Really?
Eddie Jackson.
I can say, as far as sack-wise, though, for sure, off the other end.
Not just sack-wise, but think about, like, when Akeem Hicks is on the field, that defense is dominant. Yeah. When he's not on the field, we're a little soft, especially running between the tackles. We're a little soft.
That's true.
You know, when Hicks is there, he really holds the interior of that line. He allows Mack to do what he does. Robert Quinn, take him back, please. Give us the money back. Send him back to Dallas, because what is he doing?
Really? You know? He's done? Does he see the field or what?
He sees the field, but it's productive. For what we paid, his production is just not there. We got the same production we got out of Leonard Floyd.
Oh, my gosh.
You know
so that makes me feel better that we didn't invest big money in him long term.
Right.
I mean, he is on the other side of his career. Hey, but fans, you've heard it first here from Matt. You've heard the Bears inside. You've heard the good stuff. You've heard what's going on inside the Bears camp. And, you know, the quarterback switch, I think, is a good thing, Matt.
It is a good thing.
Let's see what happens Sunday.
Agreeing with you.
Let's see what happens.
I'm just not going to sit here and say
Matt.
I'm going to say we beaten Green Bay because it's Green Bay. But
he's not saying they're going to the playoffs.
It's hard. It's tough. I need to see something out of that offense.
Okay, fans. So what we're going to do is this is the first half of the show. When we come back, we're going to talk some NBA. Hey, and just hold on. We'll be right back. Hey, we were reporting live from Cali Phase. It's the Faithful Fan Show. I got my boy JX cutting it up. Hey.
What up?
We all know JX is a Philadelphia Eagles fan. I'm a Cowboy fan, so I gotta ask his opinion. Who does he think about to win the NFC East?
Philly, son. We may be trash, but it's Philly, son.
Philly. Hey, you have any comment on Carson Wentz's current play? Like how he's been playing lately?
Why you gotta go there? Why you gotta go there? I mean, he's my man and all, but I mean, you gotta speak the truth. When you're wrong, son. I mean, I thought he was the best one in the division, but we really ain't.
We could Dak Prescott's a better quarterback. Am I wrong? No. I can't get you on camera saying that.
Nah, not yet. Not yet. I'm not gonna admit it just yet.
Hey, me and JX gonna do an episode coming really soon. Hey, I just had to tune in with an Eagles fan. This is the Faithful Fan Show. Thank you, JX. Thank you for the cut too. Until next time. Welcome back to the Faithful Fan Show. We are here kicking it, talking NBA now. Hey, Matt. Free agency was crazy. It's over, right? The whirlwind is it over?
Wait, I don't think so. I think they got one the weekend. They're through the weekend, right? Or maybe.
Weekend, and then there's
but
the trade deadline. When's the trade deadline?
I think we got a week or so for that one.
A week or so, yeah. So
yeah.
We still got some craziness, but the majority of it, most of these rosters are pretty much.
I think trade deadline they can go all the way until like February, right? The deadline.
The trade deadline can keep going.
Yeah.
But like as far as free agency and the moving around, a lot of these
we got like another week. Yeah.
A lot of these teams made their moves. What is your take? Like, what is your biggest shocker as far as the free agency?
So, okay. First off, anybody that went out and bought 2K21, y'all need to wait for the update because your game look a whole lot different right now.
Really?
Hey, there's so many moves out there. All the moves, bro. All the moves. But the thing about it is, I don't think it changed the balance of power. I think a lot of players went and got their money, but I don't see any teams.
A big shakeup.
Yeah, I didn't see a big shakeup, right? I think the most shocking move, in my opinion, is what's his name? I just lost his name from the Clippers. Marquez Harrell.
You're talking about Montrezl Harrell?
Montrezl, yeah. Yeah, that to me was the most shocking move there.
Shocking. I had no idea, bro. I had no idea. I didn't think Montrezl Harrell. That lets you know how much turmoil was might have been in the Clippers locker room, right?
Because I look at it this way. I look at it as like the Clippers, y'all had a championship team last year. Y'all just didn't focus in the bubble.
Yeah.
Right? Y'all wasn't focused in the bubble. You didn't even want to go into the bubble. Then you wasn't focused in the bubble.
Yeah.
So you run it back this year with the kind of season. I feel like y'all was a championship caliber team. You get maybe one more free agent in there, y'all championship caliber. He's a big piece. He was a big piece to that team. Now he's jumping ship over to LA
for the grit too. He's a rough rider.
He is what y'all wanted Dwight Howard to be.
You
know what I mean? But y'all thought Dwight Howard was gonna be.
I don't know if he's gonna really live up to what Dwight was as far as interior defense, but he's
absolutely he will.
He's a big punch offensively. Really?
Absolutely.
I just seen him it hurt me because I seen him getting punished by Jokic, but who didn't last season?
True, but also you gotta look at it like this. In with the Clippers, he was the inside defense. He didn't have help side, right? He was that enforcer, that man in the middle. He doesn't have to be that. You've got the brow. You know what I mean? You are playing help side to the brow. We got Marc Gasol too, bro. And there you go. And you got Marc Gasol. You know what I mean? So he's going. You take that pressure off him. You let him go do what he has to do. Oh. And got to think about it. Another thing, he was a big offensive punch for the Clippers, right? Everybody knows you rest on defense so you can play offense. Everybody knows that, right? True. Now that he doesn't have to be that big of a punch, and you've got so many other options, take the pressure off of you. Oh, he gonna be skating. Offense gonna be easy. He gonna have energy for defense. He gonna be good. He gonna be eating over there. You are right. You know? You are so right. Hey, honestly, bro, and I hate to say it because the Bucks have let us down so many times, but the Bucks came up by getting Jrue Holiday. I think that was a big move. I think that's big, bro, because Explain. Just think about this. When you were watching the Bucks play, who let you down the most on the team? It was probably Bledsoe, right?
It had to have been.
Oh, who let me down the most?
Or Middleton. It can't be. Okay, if you're gonna say Middleton.
No, I'm gonna say they leader let me down the most.
Are you? Come on, bro. They were walling them. They were going.
Bro.
They were basically zoning and playing 3-on.
I've never seen a superstar MVP clam up in the crunch time as much as
Matt, hold up. So you mean to tell me? So think about this. But Bledsoe, as far as Cumbo is still averaging over 20 points a game. Where was Bledsoe?
And 6 turnovers.
He's dominating the ball possessions, dog. He's taking the ball up every single time. Like, of course he's going to get a lot of turnovers. Like, so they're not getting rid of Antetokounmpo.
No, you don't. He needed some help. He needs some help.
What I'm saying is, Drew Holiday is a lot better than Bledsoe.
Absolutely,
like, I don't know about playoffs because Drew Holiday is not playoff. He's not playoff proven, right? I don't even know if Drew Holiday's ever been to the playoffs, but
he hasn't. He hasn't.
So maybe this is all for nothing. But I think the Bucks. A lot. I think I think that helped him.
But how?
Last year.
But Drew Holiday. But Drew Holiday is definitely an upgrade to Bledsoe, but he's not a threat. You know what I mean? He's not going.
What do you mean? How is he not?
He's not going to take away possessions from to
Cumbo. 20 points and like 7. He's pretty nice, bro. Like
he was the only player on his roster.
He was on a young team with no help, averaging 20 points. And he plays both ways. He's almost like a baby Clay, like, you know what I mean?
He's good. Like, I like Drew Holiday. I'm not, like, fans out there, Milwaukee fans, Drew Holiday fans, don't get at me. Don't at me on this one. I like Drew Holiday, okay? I'm just saying he wasn't the difference maker that Milwaukee needed. Milwaukee needed another star. They needed another stud to go alongside that could take some of the pressure off.
This is how I feel. I feel like Drew Holiday is better than Chris Middleton. If we're saying, okay, a second star, right?
Yeah.
I think Drew Holiday will take over that responsibility because now he's never played with a player as good. Oh, I lied. He played with Anthony Davis. But he's never actually played, you know what I mean, in a system where he's with like a player like Antetokounmpo where he can take the majority of the shots from the perimeter or whatever. That's what they need, a perimeter shooter. Bledsoe didn't give them that. He didn't give them
they do need that. I don't know. I just don't think they're – I don't know. We'll see. I was wrong all bubble season, so we'll see. I just think
they needed a little bit. I think they just need a little bit. You know what I mean? It's just so Antetokounmpo doesn't have to dribble up the court and make all the plays. You know what I mean?
I think Drew Bledsoe is good to get a point guard, a veteran point guard in there to help. Yes, but I also feel like I still think they need one more piece. They need one more piece.
Yeah, and they were close to getting Bogdan.
Now, if they would have got him,
I was about to be like, okay, they cooked.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a little early.
That would have came through.
Maybe
did he go? Where did he go? Where did he end up?
I think he went to the Hawks. I think.
Yeah. Was it the Hawks?
So I think Rondo, him, and Gallinari went to the Hawks, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Gallinari for sure. Rondo for sure.
And then
I don't think
Bogdan.
I don't think the Kings retained him.
No, they didn't. No, he left 100%. I saw he signed. I just don't remember who he signed with.
Fans, please let us know. If I'm wrong, let me know.
But I like – speaking of Hawks, there's somebody I wanted to talk about. One of the teams that I thought made a huge progression, I think they're a couple years off, is the Hawks, you know. I wish Vince Carter would have stayed around one more year just to mentor this group.
Yeah.
Right? Because I think now they're getting the veteran presence that they needed to go along with the young studs that they have. They look like a team that's going to, make a push at that 8th seed. I don't know if they'll do it, but they'll make a push. They got
a player that can kind of flirt, like Gallinari in the right system with, on a sorry enough team. I'm not saying that Atlanta Hawks are sorry, but like on a team where they don't have a star to get those points, he can fill up the stat sheet.
They do. They got young.
No, but I'm saying they don't have they need another scorer.
They need a big man. They need a big body inside now. They get a big body inside, and they'll look really good.
Because what's his name? Collins? He's kind of
he's not. Yeah, he's not.
He's not. No, don't say that.
Not that.
Dude, he's not good. He's not good. I was like, someone to pair alongside Collins. No. He's not good.
I'm keeping it real, bro.
Oh, damn. Oh, crap. Okay. So we went around the league. Okay, wait, but before, those are teams that got better. And, of course, Brooklyn's going to get better just because of the addition of KD and Kyrie or whatever.
About to play, yeah.
We'll see
They'll
about
be better.
Houston. Houston got Cousins.
How do you feel about Gordon Hayward jumping ship and going down to Charlotte? Mm-hmm.
You know what? I like Gordon Hayward. He got overpaid, but I'm not. To me,
Did he get overpaid or did he get hurt?
He got hurt, and I think he has more to. He has more. He can play better, and he has more to give than what he gave last season because he has 3 dudes in his same position that are young, blossoming. He wasn't going to get those shots. I think with Charlotte, he'll get back up to 20 points a game probably. He'll probably be their star or whatever, but they're going to be trash because he's not a number 1. You know what I mean? He's like a number 2 at best.
I saw a meme that said basically talking about Michael Jordan, how bad of a GM he is. It basically said Utah let their best player go for a rookie and they still had their best player.
That's what I'm saying, dog. That's what I'm
and Jordan go pay a max deal for him. I was like,
I'm saying.
I got a point there.
That's what I'm saying. Like I see what Charlotte's trying. They're just trying to get someone to pay money because they got to pay somebody.
I think they're trying to get fans in the seats. Exactly. I think they're trying to build.
But Gordon Hayward, he's a good glue guy. Like he seems like a good guy, but
he's a hustler. He'll get out there and hustle.
But for
dive in the stands for you.
Like, I don't know, bro. I feel like he's kind of gotten overpaid 2 contracts in a row, personally. And I like him. And I hate saying that because I want Jordan to do good. I don't like speaking on the show like making trash moves. Let's see what Lamelo does. The thing about Lamelo is he could possibly be a worse bust than his brother. Like, he could be a worse.
You think Lonzo's a bust?
He's not a bust. Just he's not the second pick. He's not the second pick, dude. Like when there's niggas like Tatum.
You mean the third pick?
Is that what he was? The third pick?
Yeah, Leon. You talking about Lonzo?
Lonzo.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Lonzo, like he's not the second pick, bro. Like, you know what I mean? He's. That's why I don't think he's a bust. He's a reliable starting point guard, maybe even a backup point guard in the next couple of years if you don't get it together.
I was gonna say I don't necessarily think he's a bust. I think y'all Laker fans just overhyped him. Y'all came in talking about he about to be Magic Johnson and all that stuff.
It was not me, Matt. It was not me. It was not the faithful fans, Matt. It was LeVar. He did this to Lonzo. Lonzo could have had a nice career, and no one would have been talking about no type of bust. It's bust due to expectations, sadly. Sorry, Lonzo. But LaMelo, because I don't think LaMelo has any defense at all.
Nah, he has the ability to play defense, but
he's bigger than Lonzo, though. So I feel like offensively, if he can really get going and people can't stay in front of him, he could be a problem. He's like 6'8".
Okay, but here's the thing. You said if people can't stay in front of him. We've seen it in high school, the little MBD, wherever he was at, the little. But the thing is, he doesn't have that. He's not a freak athlete. He don't got super quickness. He don't got like the best handles we done.
Lonzo is like the most athletic one out of them. Like Lonzo's more athletic. That's why I'm saying he could bust harder than Lonzo.
I just don't think. Look, I don't think. We have to wait and see. I don't want to talk bad about the young man. I want to, I hope he has a good career, but I just don't see what the hype is yet, right? And that's why I think this whole draft class. I think it's a holdover class for next year. I think next year's class is going to be the thing. But with Lamelo, it's kind of like he can shoot, but can he create his own shot?
I think he can be playing. I think he
at
has
this level
with his brother as far as like finishing at the rack. I don't think he's going to be able to go to the basket. But I think
let me ask you this. Is he as athletic as DRose is right now?
He is not. You know what? Because he's taller, I feel like he can he can probably do more stuff as far as scoring. As far as
Then DRose?
nah, you're right. No, he's
Okay.
not.
Let me ask you this. Is he able to create shots like Klay Thompson?
I think he could create. I think he could run an offense. I think what he strikes me as like a Steve Nash.
You stuttering. You trying
No,
to make it up.
listen, because
Making
I
it
don't
up
think
right
his
now.
strength is what you're talking about. I don't think his strength is shooting.
Okay.
I think his strength is playmaking. I think he's like, when I see what he does like in these EuroLeague games, which is against subpar, it looks like it's subpar competition, honestly. Like that's why I'm questionable. I don't know. Because I haven't seen him play against no real players really. Like, but he strikes me as like a big Steve Nash. You know what I mean? Like kind of like you know what I mean? Like he's gonna push the pace and like
yes, but like that's the thing though. Steve Nash, like I don't see the
I see the flashy passes. That's what I see.
Yeah, we see
Transition.
like
That's what
flashy passes, but at this next level, you can't do that for 48 minutes. You're not about to be flashy passing for 48 minutes. Okay, let me ask you this. Is he going to be more of a floor general like Rondo?
That's what I see. You know what I mean? I see like a player that can see the floor. Like I see his court vision. So I think if he can dribble a little bit and he can really pat the rock, and defenders have a hard time, staying in front of him in transition. He's a big dude. If he,
you know who he reminds me of?
Who?
What's his name? MGC.
Oh,
Gilchrist.
Michael. Oh, damn, Michael Gilchrist.
Yeah,
you
that's
Michael Carter. You talking about Michael?
Michael Carter. Yeah. Michael
okay.
Carter, whatever. Yeah.
Michael Carter. I know who you're talking. That's like a worse version. That's like the worst version he could be. But that's
who I see him. Yeah.
But he seems faster. He seems like he's probably more like athletic.
But think about this. You gonna put him 48 minutes against Zach LaVine?
That's the thing. He's 6'8". He might have versatility defensively
to play Zach LaVine.
No, nigga. That's messed up. You can't.
But these are the people he's going to be guarded.
Okay, but all rookies are going to struggle in that situation, Matt. Come on, man. This nigga said DRose and Zach LaVine. They're toasting him, Matt.
That's who he's matching up with. That's his night. Those are going to be his nights. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, you're right.
You're not going to put him on Steph. You're going to put him on Klay if Klay was playing, right? You're going to put him on Klay.
Hey, I'm not arguing with you. It's going to be sink or swim for this young man. I'm trying to defend him because I see. You see him stepping out and playing, going 48 minutes with Lillard. No, but Lonzo got torched. All these little young dudes come in and get torched by Lillard, bro. Come on. Like,
everybody's getting torched by Lillard.
What I'm seeing is LaMelo. Okay, Lonzo looked like he was a seasoned player. LaMelo actually looks like he's been the ball handler the entire time. Like he played varsity since he was a freshman. Point guard. Mm-hmm. He's kind of been patting the rock. Lonzo and the other brother, they're kind of like, I don't know. I don't even know if Lonzo was truly the point guard all through high school. He almost looked like he played like power forward. You know what I mean?
That's funny.
LaMelo, I feel like his playmaking. I have faith in that. The only thing I have an issue with is, like you said, his athleticism. Will he be able to stay in front of a Lillard or a LaVine? Like, if he can't stay in front of anybody, it's the wrap. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's out the league.
But I'm also saying, like, okay, you put him up against. You think he's getting buckets or making plays on Lillard? You think he's getting buckets on a Chris Paul? No. You think he's getting buckets on Zach LaVine? No.
I think he's getting a bucket on Chris Paul. Hey, you see, Matt, he's 6'8". He's taller than these fools. I think Chris Paul. He's not what he used to be defensively, bro. He's not what
he's not, but he's still a solid defender in the league.
But I'm saying a young dude. Watch, LaMelo might snap a couple people. I think LaMelo's better than you're projecting he's trash.
I'm not projecting he's trash, but I'm projecting he's not number 3. I'm projecting that he's another Jordan pick. But just like all the other Jordan picks.
Like, who would you?
You're right. This draft class, like I said, this draft class was.
And his brother, and I just feel like his brother's not bad. He looks better at offense than Lonzo. Lonzo's definitely better instinctually as far as defense. Seems like a bigger, more solid body, wants to play a little, but Lonzo's not really.
The thing that I have with the little brother is he seems like a head case to me. Like he doesn't seem coachable.
Okay.
Right? He doesn't seem coachable. So yes, every young person comes in the league. What's the knuckleheads? You watch the Knucklehead podcast. First question they ask: Who's the first person to bust your ass when you got to the league? Everybody's got their stories, and everybody gets their welcome to the league moment, and everybody has a rough year, right? I get that, but I just see from what I've seen, from what the media's portraying him, from what I hear out of his mouth, he doesn't really seem coachable. And you look at his route to get there, he didn't go to a coaching. He ran from coaches. Anybody that tried to coach him,
he kind of had it his
he
way
ran
the whole time.
Right. And so now,
even in his last stop, wasn't it his last stop when he played overseas? I think, like to my knowledge, they had a whole situation where the coach just had to start him. They planted him in, even though the players, didn't want it. They're like, no, this kid's playing because it's good for the league. Just because he's popular.
So think about this. So now you got him on a team of Mr. I took it personal. You know what I mean? You really think he more headstrong than I took it personal? You think so?
Oh my gosh. So
you know what I mean? We about to see Jordan come out of retirement one more again. At this rate.
Jordan about to play LeVar Ball and get his one-on-one.
Man. So it's just, it's just one of those things. I don't know if he's coachable. I don't know if he's earned the respect or he has the respect of these coaches in the league. He hasn't shown it. He hasn't shown that he can respect coaches. He hasn't shown. So we will see. And like you said, everybody's going to go at him because it's your night. I drew you. You drew me. I've been hearing about you for the last 8 years, and I've been in the league 8 years.
Yeah.
So everybody, he's going to have a rough go, and he better be ready. He better be ready.
Swim for Lamelo Ball. Sink or swim for Lamelo Ball. Hey, Matt, while we're talking basketball, I need to know, who do you think are the front runners in the East and the West? Like, period. After free agency's not over yet, but so far.
Given my track record from the bubble season.
You gonna go Clippers?
The hater in me is finna say the Lakers, right? The hater in me is gonna go ahead and call the Lakers because we know what happens when I pick a team.
Yeah.
Right?
You better not pick them Lakers. You better not pick the Lakers, dog.
The Lakers in the West.
You dirty mother.
The Lakers in the West. In the East, here's the thing about the East is I think the East, the Heat. I'm going back with the Heat because really? I think 1 year under the belt, man, Tyler Hero was a baller last year. A baller. And this is the thing. Tyler Hero's got Jimmy Butler in his ear.
Yeah. A dog.
There ain't no.
And Tyler Hero's already got dog in him, like you said.
Exactly. So I think one more year, and I want to say they picked up somebody too. I can't think off the top of my head, but they just look like a team. They flew under the radar last year, which is how they kind of got in, right? Yep. Nobody was expecting to be that good. Now, everybody knows they're that good. They got the targets on their back, but they got a leader like Jimmy Butler. Get this. If LeBron didn't get 2 lucky baskets, Jimmy Butler probably would have been in the NBA Finals sooner, maybe had a ring. If DRose didn't get hurt, Jimmy Butler would have been in the NBA Finals, maybe had a ring.
Oh, yeah, I can agree with that.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's a championship caliber player. He's a championship leader over there.
There's a reason he was there and giving the Lakers problems. Like, it's just tough because they had injury issues as well. Like, they didn't have Dragic. If I remember, he got injured in that series.
He was gone. Yep.
Lineup. They had some injury issues, but the Lakers were gonna win that regardless.
They were going to.
But it could have went. The game, the series could have went further though.
Could have went to 6.
Exactly, with more horses.
Yeah, it could have went to 6.
But I see where you're going on the East, Matt, and I agree. I agree with the West. It's the Lakers. The Suns did some interesting stuff, bringing Chris Paul in. You know what I mean? Because I know they lost Kelly Oubre, but they still have the young kid. What's his name? Mikal Bridges.
They got Mikal Bridges, but they also got the light skin who scored 80-something points or whatever.
Oh, Booker, of course.
Points.
Of course, Booker. Of course they have.
Devin Booker.
But like, I'm just saying, like, I think they have to remedy Oubre.
Oh, Oubre.
Yeah.
Do you think I know the Suns went and picked up Chris Paul. For me, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, one, like, why, Chris? Why? You know what I mean? That didn't make any sense. You at the end, you at the end of your career, you should be ring chasing, and you go to the Suns. Yeah. Like what do you have to gain by going to Phoenix?
And maybe you see something in Book. Maybe you see something in the Young Bucks book. He likes their talent. They will definitely be in the playoff. I feel like their talent on the Suns is better than what OKC had when Chris Paul got there. You know what I mean? So I feel like the Suns are, 8th, 7th seed.
Do you think Chris Paul is a team killer? Like, do you think he's a head case?
I do not think Chris Paul is a head case. I think it depends on what type of egos in the team chemistry. You know what I mean? Like, he has to kind of be the alpha dog. That's what that may be why he chose the Suns. He probably wants a young squad where he receives the respect that he needs. Because maybe with alpha dogs, like it didn't work with Harden. Remember by the end of the season with Harden, bro? Harden was sitting at half court when he was dribbling the basketball and taking. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that.
I think it has something to do with like his if there's a bigger
his level of respect.
He can't be barking at everybody because he's gonna bark at Harden, and Harden's gonna be like, you know what I mean?
Yo, I still think one of the funniest moments of my basketball watching career is when Harden and when CP3 is sitting on the free throw line looking dead at Harden, straight face, dead at Harden, not worried about boxing out or anything. Yo, that's classic. I need that poster on my wall.
Yo, oh
right there.
My
It need
God.
to go like right. I got a spot for it. Look, I got an empty spot on the wall right
exactly
there.
You bet. I feel bad for Harden, dog. You need to go ahead. They need to go ahead and trade him on out.
Let him go.
Did
Russ get out? Did they free Russ? He get out?
No. So it's still Russ and Harden, and they got DeMarcus Cousins. They got DeMarcus Cousins off free agency, so we'll see what that looks like. He's gotten injured every time he stepped on the court.
But you know what? That's because there's no real big man in the league anymore. That's why he's getting contracts, right?
Yeah.
That's
he's
why
going to constantly get paid till he decides to retire.
He will get paid, yeah.
Yep.
And he ain't going to play. That's the funny thing. He'll give you 40 games and be done.
If that. Last year, he got injured in a pickup game before the season started, dude. I don't even know. I can't call it, bro. Hey, Matt, I appreciate you coming through and dropping knowledge, giving us your calculated opinion on the Faithful Fan Show. Appreciate you, brother, so much.
Always a pleasure. Always thankful. As on our Thanksgiving edition.
Thanksgiving edition of the Faithful Fan Show, and you do know that. Hey, fans, subscribe, please. Press the like button. Comment at Matt, please.
Go ahead, at me.
Boys. Hey, let's pray for the Bears to get a wild card seed. We know the Cowboys are out, so I'm gonna pray for all my friends. Let's go Saints, go Bears. There's seats for everybody at the table. Hey, next time on the Faithful Fan Show. Thank you guys for joining us. Dun, 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 dun.
Rookie in the paint, going hard with the venom. Shot so much, man, I think I need a leg. Rookie in the paint, going hard with the venom. Shot so much, man, I think I need a leg. Animal, MC Cannibal, rap Hannibal. Here to change the game, mainframe, all y'all programmable. Coaching on tracks, balling like a paper like Phil. I'm Morpheus and real, my rhymes convict and heal. A world blind, my lines a red pill, real. Ball like I've been here, rookie in his prime. Focus like Jordan the second time. Kobe in playoff times, you know believe when I drop. Call for it, Kelly go in the blaze, I'll spit. Auto like free throws by Ito. Circle loose stroke magic, rhymes over